In the past few weeks, the front pages of US newspapers have highlighted a chronic shortage of infant formula, and it's been exacerbated by a major manufacturer, Abbott Laboratories, voluntarily recalling some of its product. But in a significant coup for Australia, US President Joe Biden over the weekend tweeted that Australian company Bubs had come to the party to ease the supply pressures. Bubs Chief Executive and Founder is Kristy Carr, who joins us now. Kristy, many thanks for your time. You're in your factory in Dandenong right now. I can just see the work behind you going on. It's going to be pretty full on to try and make up this US shortfall.
Hi Ross, yes, look at Bubs Australia, we're very proud to be able to help out American families in this time of need. It's really a crisis unfolding over there with the shortage of infant formula. So we do have our wholly owned facility, which you can see is now operating at full speed, and we've actually turned it on over the last couple of weeks to run 24/7 with 3 continuous production shifts to be able to step up and supply the demand that's going to be required out of the States.
Well, it's got me thinking, just looking at those tins rolling off that production line behind you, that you've now committed to create 1.25 million of those tins to help overcome these shortages of supplies in the United States. And that's on top of what you would otherwise be supplying into China or other parts of Southeast Asia and to Australia itself.
Yes, that's right, and our existing business, both here in Australia being the fastest growing infant formula manufacturer, and also our Asian export markets. China demand is at an all-time high with the launch of our new A2 Supreme beta-casein protein product. So the business is very much running at full speed, but we made the strategic decision to enter the United States 2 years ago now, and we've really been working up to this point, but to be able to have this window of opportunity to accelerate our brand awareness and our distribution of all 6 infant formula product lines with immediate effect is really quite transformative for the business.
We just put up the tweet from Joe Biden over the weekend, basically saying that there's even more infant formula coming to the shelves to take the pressure off supply. But it just shows that it really is an essential item, an essential issue for any community, a modern community these days, to be able to survive and prosper.
Absolutely, and look, as a mother of 3 daughters, I can really feel for American families right now. Infant formula, once you've weaned off breast milk, is really a sole source of nutrition for babies up until solid food, and even until they're 1 year old. It's the main source of nutrition. So this is really a crisis situation. We're seeing empty shelves right across the country through all the major retailers and the small retailers from state to state. And the data's showing 45% out of stock, but you're seeing retailers with just literally no infant formula for sale at all. So this is really at crisis points for American parents. So, I'm not surprised that it has become very politicised. It's certainly headline newsfeed over in America, and obviously a very key concern for the Biden administration. And we've been working alongside the administration now for a number of weeks just to see how quickly we can fill some of the need that they have for infant formula. And it's a significant amount to produce in such a short window, but the crisis is right now. They need infant formula on the shelf in the coming weeks and months.
We mentioned earlier on the stock price movement today, at one stage up more than 70%, so it's obviously important for your company. Normally it would take months, perhaps years, to even get approval from the US Food and Drug Administration to be able to get your product in there. Now, clearly that's been, sort of given a short route to be able to get into the US market. So what actually were those negotiations?
Yeah, so we've actually already got our toddler formula products, which are for babies 12 months and over. So we've been through a year process of getting that regulatory approvals with the FDA. And we were in the process, just starting our journey to have our infant formula products approved. So they're already compliant with the food standards and the safety standards in the US, and we'd already done all of that lab testing work. So, but this is really, that process would have probably been another 3 years as we completed clinical trials and so forth. So this new enforcement discretion policy has allowed us to fast track that process. It was still a very rigorous couple of weeks as we submitted the application, the submission. In fact, Bubs Australia was the first infant formula manufacturer in the world to make the submission to the FDA. But I think we were very well placed to do that with our infrastructure on the ground, including all of our sales force and distribution and logistics and our American entity over there, but also with our panel of experts and FDA nutritional scientists that have been working with us for over a year now.
And I'm guessing very quickly that this would be the hope that, given the fact you are now a trusted source of supply at a time of need in the United States, once this shortage, this crisis ends in the United States, you'll still be seen to be that trusted source. That would be your hope.
Yeah, look, we hope so. I mean, the US is a very long-term strategic play for us as a business, and I think being able to be there for American consumers during this time will quickly build trust. We're certainly getting a very large media coverage and brand awareness very, very quickly. That's something that really money can't buy, and obviously President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris and the White House directly sending out that information over the weekend has really given us a boost in brand awareness. But this is what we do every day and have been doing for 17 years, is making good quality, clean, reliable infant formula for children. So it's really wonderful to be able to help in this way.
No, great stuff. Kristy Carr, Chief Executive and founder of Bubs here in Australia. Many thanks for your time today.
Thank you.